gunfire. Can you tell me just what goes through your heart and through your head when you're in a situation like that?
I mean, you can't really describe it unless you, I guess, go through it. Like, you hear other people, but it's terror. It's something you can't describe. What did the police do when there was confirmed reports of gunfire at that point? Did you see police moving in and swarming in at that point, or what did you see? We saw police activity on the street, but as far as we were concerned, there was not. They were doing their thing. There was just so many people running, and you just kind of ran with the crowd, and then eventually everyone was running in all different directions, so we just decided to get away from the crowd and kind of hide.
Did you happen to see anything? Did you see any victims take any of this gunfire? What exactly could you see from where you were near that stage?
We didn't see anything. We were
2.
Did it sound like it was choppy? Did it sound like it was in bursts? Or did it sound like it was automatic fire?
Force Protection 6 is with ladder 18 in front of Hooters.
When you said there was a performer on stage,
no one thought anything, and then when it happened again, we just heard the music cut off. We couldn't see anything on the screen, and that was it, and everyone was just dropped down to the ground.
Alyssa, thankfully you're safe. You're in a safe location.
07 WC. Yeah, we're getting,
how are you feeling now that you've gone through this and you've heard reports now of casualties? Can you talk to us?
I mean, sick to my stomach, but we're still, I mean, there's not anywhere, they said there's nowhere safe for us to go right now, so we're still scared. We're trying to get to our car, which we can't get to, and so we're just still scared.
Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe, and we really appreciate you sharing your story. You can hear that's just one story of a person who was at that concert location. It is just back beyond the series of buildings and hotels over my right shoulder. In front of us, police now with...
Okay, are they code 4 or are they under threat?
They're code 4.
That they are just standing around now trying to figure out where to go. Has there been a staging area? Do they know where they are telling people to go? I mean, possibly through the airport or any place where people along the strip or people who cannot get back into their hotels can stay until this scene is over.
You know, it's hard to relay to you how chaotic this whole thing has been because of how calm the situation seems to be at this point, with police finally getting a lock on this area. But I mean, in the initial rush, which I want to relay to you, was not too long ago, they were basically just trying to flush as many...
North Las Vegas SWAT got some intel about shots fired at Harrah's with an H. Do we have a strike team there that can confirm that?
Is there a strike team at Harrah's advice?
Troll. Just because you have a different opinion don't mean you're a troll.
I think the closest one's going to be us, strike team 7. Where's the Carmel?
We're going to landline them now.
How locked down this is and how chaotic the scene is. But again, they were just trying to push people out of here so they could get a lock on the scene. Back to you.
And Steve, if you would, how far is the area now held off from any kind of traffic or the pedestrians? I know you are further back on the side, but are the other hotels still in lockdown? Can you see if anything has been expanded down the strip where traffic is possibly opened up, or has the actual scene expanded and taken up more space of the strip so people can't pass by?
It seems to be just this corner and then down a little bit further. Obviously, as you would imagine, back closer to where that concert scene is. Everything down from Las Vegas Boulevard on down further directions from this point. So they've sort of located a central point.
8-4A right in front of the church, Salvadoros.
maybe a staging area, if you will, for police. And from this
Copy, just advise there is still medical gate for
point on, they've branched out in multiple directions, clearing multiple hotels and buildings and properties and casinos. And that work obviously continues as we move forward. But again, over my right shoulder, you can see those stretchers. You can see police working in concert with the fire, the ambulances, EMTs, first responders. I would imagine still trying to make sure that this, despite the reports of one shooter down, that this area remains safe for the pedestrians who do remain out here. But again, the work initially was done to
were going out, and then the police cars were taking people to the hospitals. Have you seen a lot of action in that area now, or does it seem more like a stable situation?
At this point, it seems like a stable situation. At the point you were talking about, maybe an hour ago, I mean, it was just you can imagine this, magnified. I mean, it was a flurry of activity. All these cars were moving. In the staging area you see now is quite quiet. It's actually, to answer your question before, are we seeing and hearing anything more? The answer to that, thankfully, is not really. Police, again, have had a clampdown on the scene. And to hear the Vegas Strip, no matter what time.
Re-advising
all right, I'm going to play the videos now.
Into the Mandalay Bay, unless they are relieving SWAT.
I'm pulling up videos.
No additional units into Mandalay Bay.
340, maybe.
All right.
47 units.
These are from earlier.
I know it's going to be difficult.
While the shooter was active.
15 freeway northbound, just north of Boulder, I was coming in, there were several victims. I don't know if we were able to get anybody in that way to try to start assessing people who are on the freeway.
Okay, I'm sorry, re-advise. I got northbound 15.
Warning, they are definitely graphic.
They were right in front of the Town Square Mall in the northbound lanes. There was a male, two females, looked like they were 419 in the back of the truck, and there were some other people standing around who looked injured.
Counselor? Head that way. See where the might be at. Are they stationary on the 15th?
Uh-oh.
Patrol 21 SC.
21 SC.
We were also out there with the lieutenant on the 15 right by Town Square Break. You can call in to FD or AMR. They were arrived and were starting to triage people.
Yeah. Okay, copy.
I know an AMR unit did pull up as I was directed them to those victims in the back of that truck. I don't know their call sign, though.
Sergeant help, force protection too.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, have you guys sent units to the Tropicana, room 5244, to check if there's injuries in there?
Re-advise that because I couldn't copy.
Ma'am, did you send the unit to the Tropicana, room 5244, to check on injuries? Force Pro 6 on the right. Or did that put Force Pro 7 at Copy, thank you.
Verify, we're arrived over at the I-15 Town Center. What was the PR saying about this truck?
There was 2 subjects in the back of it that appeared 419 and several other subjects standing around.
Get down.
Just made contact with security. They said the entire Harris casino was closed for.
The advised Harris is closed.
Don't push! Don't push! Don't push!
13-7 for turning 2.
Copy.
Strike Team 23 has arrived.
He put the news volume back on.
The concert that was taking place, this Route 91 festival, which...
Strike Team 29 is in traffic.
Control FP2 is making entry in Tropicana.
Control Air 5. I-15, sunset down to Russell's, negative rain, 419, the back of the truck.
Students be advised, per the watch commander, it is code 4 for the Force Pro only units to enter Mandalay Bay.
You've got a huge situation here, so every detective that's available will be coming in to assist the homicide detectives who will be heading up this investigation once it gets to that point. Additional patrol officers will have been called in because there's just such a need for officers. I mean, we see officers from Henderson, North Las Vegas, Highway Patrol. Every officer that's available will be called in to assist in some way because this is such a huge crime scene.
Phil, tell us a little bit about the Fusion Center. I know it's a multiple agency center that we have in Las Vegas, very resourceful. I would assume that it would be active.
5051 Duke Ellington. Can you ATL for that?
Verify.
I think it's a white storage container on the other side of the wall in a different parking lot. And it appears someone's hiding behind it. Unknown race subject.
Confirming 5015.
5051 Duke Ellington.
And speaking of the progress that is being made, we're being told now that some activity has resumed at McCarran Airport. So if you do have a flight out or you're expecting someone to come into McCarran, you need to check the flight status because we're told before they shut everything down. Now they're starting to let some of the activity resume. So that shows that we are making progress, as you said. This is kind of moving forward. We were in a panic before. Police were trying to figure out, okay, is this one person? Is this two people? Now we know the police believe there was just one shooter, and so they've gotten things pretty much under control. And you were saying for them to even get to that point, there has to be a lot of steps that happen before they can say definitively, yes, we believe it was one person.
Yeah, that's a high level of confidence that the department is displaying with that kind of a comment. So in essence, the danger is over as far as the active shooter goes. Now it's just a matter of tending to the injured and getting information and gathering witnesses. The better witnesses will be interviewed first, and then the witnesses who don't have as much to offer will be interviewed later on down the road. But you can count on this, the Mandalay Bay being a crime scene, at least 24 hours. Yeah.
Why don't we cue up that video again? I think we need to go back and take another look at there were two clips of video that were sent to us from witnesses there at the scene. One was Twitter. And this one really shows the immediate response following these gunshots.
Affirmative route from Flamingo to Boulevard.
It's just 12 seconds since Saints Eternal. Now another 10 seconds is going to pass in silence. And then you're going to hear, and I'll stop when we hear another 15 seconds of
mattress of all time using, you guessed it, science. But many have asked, what makes purple so darn comfy? Well, let's get scientific. Each of the hundreds of air breathable columns of purple are made from a super stretchy
that overlooks that
material
concert
called
say to his significant other, get down, get down, get down, and it became all too real in that moment. You know, I have been to concerts right there in that venue. It's right across from Mandalay Bay. It's where, you know, iHeartRadio happens, but we have the Las Vegas Rock and Roll Marathon coming up very soon. And that is also the venue where the concert happens. And if you haven't been to that venue, I can tell you what I have seen. There are not a lot of entrances and exits. That's by design, Phil, so that they can keep the crowd contained and try to keep some safety there on the ground. And, you know, so people are definitely sort of, for lack of a better term, they are caged in there by various applications.
Control 3, Mary 9. Fox 5 has arrived. There's going to be at Giles and Reno. DC 793.
They're not real gunshots.
What is it?
I don't know.
Let me just stand up.
Just real quick.
I know, but I have to stand up.
We're going to get trampled if we don't go.
We're going to get trampled if we don't go. Let's go. We're going to get trampled. Come on.
Reno.
3 Mary 9, you're on channel. 3 Mary 9, you're on channel.
Affirm.
It looks like you hit your emergency button. Your code 4.
Oh, Strike Team 21, Force Pro 1, we are going to Mandalay Bay Beach.
To be from the command post, to be assigned to call. They tell me who it is and when they're going to do it.
Is there a unit for this command post section?
Get down. Stay down. Get down.
Eight is around the MGM.
For call you.
Force Pro 5 Bellagio.
.717 Force Pro 9 is around the MGM 2319.
That was 5 at MGM.
Force Pro 10 is around the MGM 2319.
push. Stop. Get out. Seven nine two, Adam. Seven nine two, Adam.
Seven nine two Central.
Control 374.
374.
MDN reports active shooter on 4th floor Mandalay Bay. We don't think it's correct, but can we confirm it for FD to make sure it's our detectives and not an active shooter?
Is there a unit in Mandalay Bay that can advise if it's code 4 on the 4th floor?
Control 680 GC.
680 GC.
Force Pro 3 and 7 are conducting a sweep of the casino floor, and they just entered.
Copy of Mandalay.
Mandalay. Control 374. Just need that confirmation that it's code 4 on the 4th floor Mandalay Bay for FD.
We're checking with South Central Dispatch who has the Zebra units. They do believe there is another suspect on the 4th floor. We haven't heard anything further about an active shooter, but stand by just one.
Control 186. See, we just got a report of 413 in front of the Motel 6. Gentleman with a red sash flashed to 413 to someone who are trying to advance on it.
Flash to 413, Adam?
Okay.
Copy.
Control 374. Was that traffic for me? Was that a suspect that flashed to 413 on the 4th floor?
Yeah, that's going to be at the Motel 6.
Copy. FD's going to be holding short where they're at until we get confirmation that there's no threat on the 4th floor there.
Still can confirm, but SWAT is on the 4th floor.
Control Zebra 50.
Zebra 50.
Okay, we've had a team actually clear the 4th floor, so there should not be anybody up there. If we have eyewitness or something else, let us know, and we will have a team go back and re-clear it, but it has already been cleared. The 4th floor has been cleared by SWAT.
Okay, copy. 374, you copy that?
So I'm advising FD that it's code 4 and that it's been cleared, unless there's new eyewitness information.
Control from 480. 480. Control 748 at the, are the roads cleared just to the east of the MGM Village for us to try to get more people out of here? Can anyone advise if the roads are clear east of the MGM Village?
Control 717.
717.
I have FBI SWAT here with me in front of Hooters. Is there anywhere specific that they're needed?
Well, I haven't got any information on Hooters. Is there any unit on channel that needed someone at Hooters?
No, 717. On that Hooters, I have FBI SWAT out here with me, and I'm looking if they're needed elsewhere.
Okay, copy. Is FBI SWAT needed at any other location, advice?
Joel 186 we got one in custody at the Motel 6. He had a BB gun 413.
Very nice.
Force Pro 5 right here.
Force Pro 5.
Control 320K.
320K.
Can you advise the CP that NHP can reopen Sahara I-15 north and southbound at Sahara?
The CP copy that. NHP can open Sahara northbound and southbound at 15.
Control Strike Team 15. We're still on standby outside the courtyard, Carnival Court.
Need strike team advice? Zebra 50 control. Zebra 50 control.
Zebra 50.
Do you know if any of your SWAT will need FBI SWAT?
For now, have them stage at the Mandalay Bay Valet, and we can dispatch them from there. Have them link up with our units there.
Copy. Okay.
Control Strike Team 21 with Force Pro 1. We've been told to stage on the boulevard. If it changes, let us know.
And the unit that was asking the FBI SWAT, they could stage at the Mandalay Bay Valet.
Control Force Pro 6. We'll be headed up to room 2319 at the New York. 320K, 590K.
Go ahead.
I have K96 available. Do you need any more help with what you're doing?
Negative. We're good. Thank you.
Any units on channel 2, any evacs? If you can take those evacs to Thomas and Matt, you need to enter off of Swenson. Thomas and Matt, enter off Swenson.
Control 222.
222.
I need a strike team to come in gate 4A into the Route 91 lot. We've got a suspect that we are not yet able to get into custody.
Need a strike team 4A, the Route 91 lot. there a strike team that can be around to that? 4A, Route 91 in the lot.
We're working on one from the staging area. Stand by.
Okay, sorry.
Strike Team 22, we're right across the street from that lot. We have Force Protection 8 with us. We can be en route.
Strike 22.
Copy, 22 handle it.
Seven 765, was that 222 over here at Route 91?
Confirming Strike Team 22 is going. What's the exact location they're going to?
4A at Route 91.
Two 765. I'm on scene. I'm just over here by the bus. I'll start walking that way. What do you got over there?
Control Strike Team 22. We just need to know exactly where we're going. Lot 4A, is that what was stated for Route 91?
Control 734. We need to try and find out what properties need refuge areas still. Is there any strike team at a hotel property, resort property, that needs a refuge area established? Advice.
Repeat last traffic.
Any strike team that needs a refuge area established at their property, advise.
CP 585K. CP 585K.
And if there's a unit that can be around some valleys, it looks like security's calling in saying they have one detained, saying that he was involved in this. The negative weapons were found on him.
Check the Hilton Grand Vacation Club at there's no lockdown. There's also no strike team stage there. Right now we're at Circus. There's also no injuries. They do have a lockdown in effect, and there's no strike team here as well. Copy, thanks.
Is there a unit that can be around to that valleys? The security has to make
CP 811. CP 811. Control 811. The IC still in the shuttle.
811, were you by?
Is the IC still working on CCAP?
2 upper.
What's this call, sir?
224 IC.
Active shooter situation at the Mandalay Bay. I can tell you at this time, our partners with multiple agencies have responded to reports of an active shooter situation at the Mandalay Bay. I can tell you at this time, we do have a suspect down. Our officers can confirm that for you. But I understand the people of Las Vegas want to help. I see a lot of people out here that are coming down wanting to help. Please steer clear of the area. We have all the resources from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department as well as our partner agencies coming down to bear on this situation. So please stay away from the area. We have had reports of people coming down trying to help. We got that, so we're good right now. But we have numerous victims right now. I don't have a number for you on that, but please keep their families and them in your thoughts as we work our way through this problem. Once I have more information to come back, I will come back and give you that information at this time. But as of now, what I can confirm is we do have one suspect down, and we want people to steer clear of the area. Thank you.
Are there other suspects?
Any officer on channel back with the Live Nation crew at the buses? Sam Easy 4, I need you up on the radio.
791, Sam Easy, we're here with the sergeant. We're at the buses.
Okay, I'm coming in. We're going to take them out now, but we're not going to take them across the field. There's another gate over there, correct?
The only egress that we have. Hey, could you landline one of us?
I'm walking up to you now. Just know I'm coming in from the stage area.
Control, this is staging. Do you have any more requests for strike teams that have not been fulfilled yet?
Invite.
Copy, thanks.
Control, just confirming the CP's in front of South Central area.
Affirm.
The CP is inside South Central area.
So, Sat 1. Control 374.
374.
Just relaying for FD South Command. We have 7 force response teams available to respond if we have any other locations for any other victims.
Okay, just confirming. So southbound the Boulevard, there's 7 force teams available?
It's staggered from Russell all the way down the Boulevard. We have 7 force pro teams available to respond if we get any confirmation of locations for victims.
$320 KCP. CP 320K.
Go ahead for CP.
Continuing on with an Encore win. Negative strike teams assigned. Do you want us to continue over the channel to update, or do you want us to call it in?
Go ahead and update over the radio. Calm down.
Copy.
Control Zebra 50.
Zebra 50.
Could you have 6 EMTs meet Zebra units in the Mandalay Bay Lower Valley and team up with them to clear floors and assist with medical?
Control 374. We have a team here. We can send them if you give a location again.
Mandalay Bay Lower Main Valley.
Copy.
Should team up with a Sergeant Mueller and Sergeant Panucci.
Sure, that one.
That one.
That one, we're inside. We're near the convention area. We can head over there to that way for medical.
That one.
Strike Team 21 with Force Pro 1. We just got assigned that request. We are on our way to the Lower Valley.
First Pro 1. Just confirming the last unit was Force Pro 1 into route to Mandalay Bay.
Control Force Pro 6.
Force Pro 6.
Room 2319 was negative for injuries break. We're at room 2134 at the New York, with a confirmed gunshot wound to the left leg. We're going to escort him to Valet to be transported to East Coast 4.
All right.
We're at room 2134 at the New York.
CP Zebra 29.
Control 374.
374.
Control 367.
367.
Here's Strike Team 9 in New York. Sergeant Reyes. I'm getting a report of shots fired by Force Pro 6. Can they confirm?
Force Pro 6. Are you on channel?
Force Pro 6, we don't have any shots fired.
Force Pro 6, do you have a strike team there to assist?
5 and 6 are there at the New York, and they were just clearing rooms. They were out with one with a gunshot wound to the left leg.
367, 800. Were you raising me?
Affirmative. Do we have shots fired at the New York?
We are security at T-Mobile and Monte Carlo. We can transfer over there and split my team if you want us to go check. We did not hear anything.
So Force Pro 5 is at New York. We don't have any shots fired. Strike Team 5, 367. I need you to locate Force Pro 6.
Force Pro 6.
Force Pro 5, where you guys at?
Oh, and Irving, New York, room 2319, and they're advising negative shots. They were just with a 415 victim.
Force Pro 6, ambulance just arrived at the valet. I'll be escorting them up.
Force Pro 1 arriving at valet, lower level valet of Mandalay Bay.
$202 749. $202 749.
209 Central.
Control 224.
224.
There are buses dropping off at Town Square that are not supposed to be. Can you call Cat and put a stop to that, please?
That's a perfect.
Control. SWAT team. Strike team 9. What's the room with the 4138? 415.
The victim was room 2319, New York.
Copy. I'm with medical unit right now. I'll be heading up there.
Control, FP6, we're close to work.
FD6, copy.
Control Strike Team 33. RTC's been advised not to drop off at Town Square.
33, copy.
Control 1048.
Control 307 WC.
307 WC.
Just confirming 344 is IC over at Mandalay Bay.
Control Strike Team 23.
Team 23.
I need somebody on interior Mandalay Bay. We're coming up to the front main valet with about 100 people who want to go inside the theater. So if we could just advise them that we're on our way right now.
Copy. Strike Team 23's interior Mandalay Bay at front valet with 100 people. And 748.
I'm going to have one officer take a van and get 14 people out of the MGM Village through Gate 7, which is on the southeast side of the facility.
748, copy. I see that's at Mandalay VCP. Advise your call sign.
Lieutenant Stewart, 749.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm en route to main valet with approximately 100 people who want to go inside the theater. Is there someone who can meet us out there to escort them in?
I'll check on it. I don't even know if we have room. We won't.
Three four one GC control.
Control FP6.
FD6.
Our victim's going to be transported by AMR 135 to Southern Hills.
Copy.
Control 182 SE.
182 SE.
Can you log a plate on the 425B that's parked in the road on the overpass from I-15 south to the Tropicana off-ramp? 82 Frank 01.
Control ST20 and Force Pro 4. We're headed to Mandalay Bay loading dock.
Acknowledge. 182 SD control. Ready. 182 SD control.
Go ahead.
On your radio was cutting off on the 425D. I copy 15 southbound, and I got 82 Frank 01.
Yeah, 15 southbound, Tropicana off-ramp, heading east, in about a 82 Frank 015. Should come back on a gray Jetta.
Challenge.
Control 674 GC, strike team 6. I've increased my numbers to 11 officers, and we're still posted north town of Luxor.
674 GC, copy.
Three Paul 749. Going to hold at the main entrance till we're all caught up.
Zero 7 WC control. Control 307 WC control.
Control GP35.
GP35.
We found another female with a gunshot wound at Reno and Giles, or sorry, Alibaba, and community ambulance is taking her to the hospital now.
Copy.
Control Seeker 51.
Seeker 51.
Can we get another Force Pro team to the lower valet? Speed up the medical, please.
Copy. We need another Force Pro team to the lower valet, Mandalay Bay, Seeker 51.
Staging copy.
Control Force Pro 1. We have 3 down here. Do they need another one?
I guess they had a team that broke off to go cover a suspicious package. Medical has a call they need to get to, so they need a team attached to that.
Control ST35.
ST35.
I just met with ST2. They said this situation down here is probably going to be code 4 as far as what it was. I have myself, and we have 11 people on my strike team. You got something else for us while we're down here? Or you want us to head back?
So you're not sure they can advise for ST-35. 11 people strike team available.
And we're mobile in cars.
Strike Team 40 is en route to lower valet of Mandalay Bay for that force probe.
Strike team 40, copy.
Strike Team 31, Baker, heading to Excalibur front desk.
Strike team 31, Baker, front desk of where?
Excalibur, the force probe.
Acknowledge.
Control 181 SE. Just be advised, we are evacuating some of the people from the back of the stage on foot to the mobile command vehicle in the church.
Acknowledge.
Just be advised, we'll be going out gate 7.
Acknowledge. Just revising evac coming out the back of the stage on foot to mobile command vehicle, the church, out gate 7.
Really further what we have is going to the scene, and we're doing the best we can with the right state to improve the support.
Last unit, you were unreadable.
Seven Force Pro 11, en route to MGM Building.
Acknowledge.
Control, we will be having buses deployed over to Mandalay, Valet, and MGM Michael Jackson Theater. So those buses can be filled up and transport civilians to Thomas and Mack.
Acknowledge. Just rebroadcasting buses are going to be deployed to Mandalay Bay Ballet and GM Michael Jackson to take the people to Thomas and Mack.
Control 3 Ocean 22. Where are they evacuating people to? We have a lot of people over here at Polaris and Hacienda that have evacuated out to us.
All evacuees were going to go to Thomas and Mack, and they needed to enter off of Swenson.
Control 717, Force Pro 10 is en route to Desert Rose Apartments.
Acknowledge.
CP 1339 is arriving at New York, to the rear entrance.
161 Sammy 765.
Control 575. They get a number for the CP?
Affirm. It's going to be 280-9102.
Control, Force Protection 11 arriving at MGM Ballet from GFW.
Force Protection 1. Control with that. You have a victim with GSW?
Force Protection 11 arriving at MGM Ballet.
Copy.
CP, Strike Team 39 arrived at New York, New York.
Acknowledge.
CP 654, we're having citizens coming up saying that their hotels are calling them to say it's clear to go back. Are any of the hotels open again?
So far, all we had updated was Circus at the Hilton. Last update, Encore and Wynn, they're still on a hard lockdown.
$741K, we can confirm we opened up Encore and the Wynn. They have no security concerns. They are open.
Copy. Rebroadcasting Encore and Wynn's going to be open.
Same radio traffic with Palazzo and the Venetian. However, they have a Henderson-based strike team still on property. But it's code 4 there. No other concerns.
Casting, also Palazzo and Venetian are going to be open with a Henderson-based strike team there.
320K, be advised we're going to be calling 590K with these updates so we don't take up the radio.
Acknowledge.
Control 213 Armor.
213 Armor.
The vehicle here at the Luxor has been cleared. It's a self-driving vehicle. It is not a bomb.
213 Armor, copy.
CP, Strike Team 39. Go ahead. Okay, based off the security, they've had no other intel about any shots fired at New York, New York. Right. Would you like us to change to a force protection team over at Mandalay?
Copy that. I guess it was a speaker system.
Confirming if you would like us to remain at New York, New York, or change over to Mandalay Bay as a force protection team.
CP, Strike 19. I heard you. Stand by. Air strike team. If there's no other strike team there, stand by. And Lieutenant Utomi or Sergeant Bisco will make sure that you're assigned properly. Every hotel is going to have a strike team.
Strike Team 39 coming up.
All units on channel, Sam Easy 4. I made one trip with the civilians inside to the MCV, and I'm coming out with the white van. I'm coming back to Gate 4. Officers on the interior of the festival grounds coming back in with the white van.
Yes, we're broadcasting. Sam Easy 4 is going to be in the white van coming out of Gate 4 with civilians.
Correction, Gate 7, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Copy. Correction with the white van to be Gate 7 for SC4.
Control 35. Just be advised that we're going to be turning the lights off inside the area.
Confirming that light's off.
No, they're going to be turning them back on inside the concert area.
Control, Strike 19.
Strike Team 19. We are at Tropicana. We have most of the casino secure, and everybody's pushed to the pavilion. Confirm we're still locking this casino down.
Acknowledge. Just rebroadcasting. Tropicana is going to be on a lockdown still.
We copy.
CP Strike Team 22. P Strike Team 22. Control Strike Team 22.
Strike 22.
We're getting word that there's extra people being found in the south end of the concert venue. We're going to re-clear again, entering from Gate 2B to Baker from the Boulevard side and re-clear to the south.
Acknowledge. Just rebroadcasting Strike 22. Got people still being found. Be clearing again south end of the concert to Baker Gate from the Boulevard side, clear to the south.
Control, Strike Team 19.
Strike Team 19.
When you can spare, since we're locked down in Tropicana, we could use at least 4 more bodies to hold control of entry points on this ballroom.
Acknowledge. Maybe 4 more units to Tropicana at the ballroom to help out Strike Team 19.
Control 656. Can you repeat that? We've got units here.
They need 4 more units to the Tropicana at the ballroom to help those exit and entry points.
Copy that. We'll take care of that.
Control 374.
374.
372 is going to take over my assignment over at the FD command on Russell and Boulevard, and I'm going to be reassigned to CP.
Acknowledge.
Control Strike Team 23.
Strike Team 23.
I need confirmation that Mandalay Place shops have not been cleared, that they have not been cleared. We just had some citizens come down saying they're sheltered in place and they want to come out.
Acknowledge. Are you on channel that can advise if the Mandalay shops have been cleared?
Well, Mandalay shops have been cleared except for Elton. You have 2 subjects in place, 2 WMAs, and a 50.
Okay, copy. Control Strike Team 23. We have a report of 10 people sheltered in place just on the Mandalay Bay side of the shop. We're going to send our team up to go grab them and bring them to the theater.
Copy.
Seven 5-9 strike, and we'll be moving to the Tropicana ballroom.
Those teams are ready.
Control Strike Team 33. Was there a request made for RTC bus that's empty for Thomas and Mack?
We had one that was going to go to Mandalay Bay Valet, and then MGM for Michael Jackson to take those evacuees to Thomas and Mack.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but do they need an empty one at Thomas?
Control Sam Easy 4, I'm coming out with another group in the white van going to the church. I'll copy over.
Sam Easy 4, copy. As far as the buses, that's all I knew of those two locations. They were to go to those locations and then take our evacuees to Thomas and Mack.
Okay, now Luxor, Mandalay Bay.
They said MGM, the Michael Jackson, and Mandalay Bay Ballet.
Okay, copy.
Port 5, Luxor 12-4.
Control 367.
367.
We're going to do a roll call here in a second to get accountability of where all our assets are at. Stand by.
CP Strike 1, advise your location.
Mandalay Bay, Valet.
CP Strike Team 2, advise your location.
Luxor Valet.
CP Strike Team 3, advise your location.
We're at T-Mobile in Monte Carlo at the park. We have 11 Sam Easy with us as well.
CP Strike Team 4, advise your location.
Strike Team 4, we're at T-Mobile.
CP Strike Team 5, advise your location. CP Strike Team 5, advise your location.
Strike Team 5 headed back to the command post.
Copy that. Command Post Strike Team 6, advise your location.
Strike Team 6, we're on the north end of the Luxor at the Valet.
CP Strike Team 7, location.
CP, Strike Team 7, 746, Carmel with 5 personnel total.
CP Strike Team 8, location.
Control Strike Team 21. Is there a number to CP I can call?
From 280-9102. We're still doing a roll call. Strike team number 8, your location.
Any units at the Harley Davidson, advise.
Force Protection 8 is out at Fire Department.
CP Strike Team 8, location. CP Strike Team 9, location.
CP Strike Team 9, New York Casino floor.
CP Strike Team 10, location.
CP, control.
CP, go ahead.
Dispatch. We need people to lock down the crime scene. Apparently there's still people getting in. We need to lock that inner perimeter down now.
Copy. We're broadcasting. We need to lock down the inner perimeter to the crime scene. Lock down the inner perimeter. People still getting in.
Control, just confirming our bridges all shut down. New York Security is inquiring.
Confirm. All bridges were.
CP Strike Team 10, advise. CP Strike Team 11, location.
Control 790.
790.
Just a heads up, the first 3 buses have arrived at Mandalay Bay. We're beginning to evacuate the Michael Jackson Theater.
Acknowledged.
Control 202, can you repeat that traffic?
Confirm. Buses are arriving and they're evacuating now the Michael Jackson Theater.
Okay. What side of the hotel is the buses arriving? West side?
They're all staging on Hacienda, which is the far north side of the property.
Control 792, I heard that about the evacuation. I'm the sergeant that's working the folks on the inside.
792, acknowledged.
CP Strike Team 12, location.
Control 765.
765.
When available, I'm going to need several officers to lock down this perimeter of this event so we can get the crime scene completely secured.
765, copy. You're going to need several more units to help lock down the perimeter.
Captain Larkin, CP.
Go ahead for Larkin.
Do you need another strike team over there to help lock down that inner perimeter?
Right now, we're conducting the internal search, and yes, another search team would be excellent.
We're getting reports of people walking in the crime scene. Do you need more to lock it down there?
765. I'm walking the perimeter right now. I'm going to need at least 10 officers because we have open gates. It's completely open for people to still walk in. I'm going to need more people so we can get this locked down.
Seems to you. What is your location I can send it to?
Patrol 222, we have units at every entrance and exit on the inside of the gates.
(222) 765. I'm just doing a little walk around the outside perimeter, and there's still quite a few access points for people to get in.
Copy. Just let us know locations and we'll get them locked down.
DP35, gate 5 is secure.
DP35.
Control 184, Sam Easy. Gate 1 is secure.
For Sam Easy.
Control 105.
105.
I'm being advised that there was some traffic regarding RTC buses coming to Mandalay Valet. Stand by. So I'm trying to find out who requested these buses to come take the folks from the Michael Jackson Theater. CT 105, do you know anything about this?
Negative, we don't know about it. We're trying to confirm to see where it came from.
We are working out this.
Last traffic was unreadable. Theater revised.
That's affirmative. 792, myself and 344, along with another strike team, have organized this evacuation.
One 106, 105. Go ahead. Did you request buses to transport people? By one.
CP 746.
Control 186 SC.
186 SC.
All right, we're just advised by security of possible 434s at Coco's, and then another individual advisors 3 subjects down in there. So if we get a couple more units to meet us at Koval and Trop on the southwest corner so we can head over there, please.
186 MEC. Acknowledged. What's the time lapse?
About 2 minutes, if that.
Okay, copy. Is there unit can meet 186 Sam Easy, Koval and Trop, southwest corner, posted 434s at Coco's with 3 subjects down.
Joey Mary 70, we're right here at Koval and Trop.
8 Mary 70. Is
there anyone at the CP copy? 746 from? Control 746. Hey, security here has advised me that they're getting calls from some lieutenants and captains that are CP saying that they can open up their property. Do we have any direction on what we're supposed to do? CP, what properties are we talking about? Carmel.
$741K. Hey, this is CP. Anything north of Park Street can open up. So that's pretty much Monte Carlo North. They can.
Say anything north of Park?
That's affirmed. North of Park Street.
Right. Everything north, every casino north of, everything north of Monte Carlo can open up.
Copy that. Are strike teams to stay in place, or are we being reallocated?
Strike teams are to stay in place.
Alex, thank you for the update.
It is just rebroadcasting for 65 Mary Tom. Everything north of Monte Carlo can be opened up, but strike teams need to stay in place.
That's for the casinos that want to release their patrons.
Captain Larkin, Route 91 CP.
Over, Captain Larkin.
Okay, security advising the following gates need an officer. I have them or need to be closed. 3, 5, 6, and 7 are unsecured where anyone can just walk in.
Control 765, that's a firm. I got a team coming to me right now so we can start locking them down. I'm out on Las Vegas Boulevard. I got officers coming to me. We're going to walk and secure every open gate. I'm at gate 2B right now. It's completely open.
Copy that, and then you can add gate 4 to that as well.
DP35, we have gate 5 secured. We're here.
Copy, gate 5 secure.
Control CP, can you please have units en route to 1 Nor 11's location to back them on that stop?
Camp Clark, Camp copies, we'll get it.
Nor 11?
One Nor 11 is doing a car stop. Please have units go assist them. It's one of our plates of interest.
CP control. I don't have Nor 11 locked down. Can you advise that location units need to head to?
Control 186 SE.
186 SD.
We are at Coco's. We have one gunshot victim here. Can we get medical here? There has been no 434s at this location.
That's a firm. We'll advise them.
They're in the back parking lot.
Acknowledged.
Wait.
So unit that can advise where Nor 11 is, so I can get units to them.
Control CP, this is a dispatch called in that 1 Nor 11 had that car. I just want to make sure they're code 4 and that your unit's backing them up.
Okay, we don't have a Nor 11 logged on. I just checked with South Central. They're saying there's no one out with 467 on a vehicle. We're confirming.
Yeah, Greenway, 749.
Go ahead for 202.
Hey, sir, we have 5 buses on the north side of Mandalay Bay, 5 buses that are partially full.
All right, copy. Stand by. We're trying to confirm who called for the evacuation. I'm waiting for a call back from the Zebra captain.
Copy. They all look like they just came from Michael Jackson, FYI.
Copy. Thanks, Jeff.
186 Sam, easy control. (186 Sam, easy control).
Local 186 Sam Easy.
Rely line with medical. Where is the victim shot at?
There's units downstairs with her. I think it was lower extremity, though. They can come to the back door of Coco's, please. Medical's here. There's a ride at Coco's.
Okay. Copy.
Control CP, if there's folks on South Central Channel, everything on this event needs to be working convention center.
Okay, copy. We'll advise them.
Control 771 on channel.
771.
Down here at Caesar's Palace, they want to know if it's okay to let people out, but they still want to keep a lockdown on anyone coming in. Just making sure the CP is okay with that.
CP, can you advise it's okay for Caesars to keep a lockdown? CP control.
CP.
771 is asking okay for Caesars to go ahead and keep a lockdown. They're not letting anyone in.
They can go ahead and allow folks to leave their property out the back ways. The boulevard is still shut down. Any place north of Park, which is by the T-Mobile, is free to allow folks to exit their properties.
Seven seven one, I copy. Thanks.
GP 654. The exit at the back, that was for vehicles, right?
Sergeant Boulder, 521R.
Bauman, 734.
Copy, 734, 521R.
Go ahead.
Can you call me at 702-481-5906, please?
R765. Are you looking for Bauman or Bulmer? Bulmer.
Monique Bolner.
Okay, copy. Because that's a different. Those are two different people. Let me see if I can landline her and tell her to call you.
Copy, thanks.
CP control.
Located at the MCV in the church parking lot across from the festival.
So RTF1 on channel, we were told to switch over. We are out front of Mandalay Bay.
RTF acknowledged.
Control 563 on channel, MGM.
563.
734-765. Go ahead. You still got people injured down here? Okay, firm. You have 7 people. Okay, copy. Just again, I'm just a little bit south of the AM/PM. I'm behind 2 South Central units. I'll be standing out here on the sidewalk.
Control 777. Can we have somebody call New York, and advise all their personnel that we are not letting anyone south of the Monte Carlo? Guests are calling them, and they're saying to come on over. They'll let them in. We've gotten instructions that is false.
777. That's a formal down item.
Control Strike Team 15.
Strike Team 15.
Just re-advising, we're at Carnival Court.
Strike Team 15, copy.
Control 734. For units that are on the south end of the boulevard, you can allow those RTC buses to go north for evacs. Allow the buses to go onto the strip for evacs.
Sergeant Van Nest, CP. Control CP. What gates do we need to fill at Mandalay Bay that need to be locked down?
Their traffic for 765.
What gates do you need and how many people do you need and where can I send them?
Well, right now I'm standing at 2P because there's nobody been here the whole time. I'm trying to get bodies over here. So I have 7 bodies coming. We're going to walk the perimeter. Wherever we find a hole, we're going to put someone.
And last update, we had gate 3, 4, 6, and 7 needed to be covered, along with 2 B Baker.
That probably sounds right, but there's still other entrance points. So like I say, once the 7 bodies get here, we're just going to walk the perimeter and cover any access point.
765-661, we're trying to relieve you at Alibaba and Giles. Where are you located?
So RTF1.
RTF1.
I got an ambulance with me, a team of medical guys, and we're sitting here with no job. Do you need us for anything?
Come back to the CP for reassignment.
170, I see gate 6 is covered.
For the units asking where I'm at, 765. I'm just south of the ARCO AM PM.
Are you on the Boulevard side or on Giles?
I'm on the Boulevard. I'm just south of Reno. I'll be right here on the sidewalk on the east side of the Boulevard.
Copy that, en route.
Control 4, protection 2.
Protection 2.
Hey, security's advising there's approximately 40 to 50 patrons that are barricaded on the 62nd floor. And unknown if any injuries are of such.
Okay.
Negative, the all now.
Sergeant Van Ness, I'm sending you 10 officers at your location at the Boulevard in Reno.
Copy, thank you. I'll be just south of Reno. 200 yards south of Reno.
Force Pro number 2, control.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Reference that update, Delano. So do we need units to head up to that 66-4?
Negative. I have a contingency that can go up there right now, just advising you. We're going to head up there right now.
Acknowledge. CP control. CP control.
Control 372, I'll be on channel as well with the Force Pro FD at Russell and Boulevard.
Good copy.
Control 752, do we have any properties that need evacuations, that need buses?
Any channels can advise if any hotels need any evacuees taken on the buses advice.
What was that last traffic?
If there's any hotels that need it, you're
Control, you're covered.
Unit 3 broadcast. You just be advised. I can see several units trying to transit, nothing's coming through. And also advise if there's any hotels that need evacuees. Yeah, so advice.
CP 11. CP 811.
CP control.
Go ahead for CP.
811's got traffic for you.
Hey, I'm SG2 with Luxor. I have security asking me if they still want everybody on lockdown inside their casino.
Luxor's staying locked down. The properties between Tropicana and Russell
Can you get an update on
are to stay locked down.
Copy that, sir.
ST35, Strike Team 35, 367.
Go ahead.
No, 23 arrived. I need you to rendezvous with Sergeant Van Ness, 765 at Boulevard and Reno. They have an assignment for you.
765. Yeah, we're talking right now. We got it organized. Thank you.
CP control.
CP.
Just be advised, I've got event 0433. We had a peer calling in advising that they possibly know our suspect, Mary Lou. This peer is calling from California, advising the female drives a red Hyundai.
We'll see if we can get a phone number, and we're going to let the investigative details know.
Okay, copy. I've got a phone number for that peer.
CP.
Go ahead.
I have 4 buses on Giles here trying to get to Thomas and Mac. Can they go through here?
I don't know anything about this.
They're full of passengers.
Van Ness 575.
Go ahead.
Hey, where you at right now?
I just left from over there onto the boulevard. The ST units are checking the perimeter right now. So far, they've covered 2B. Break. Then I just got information that some of the 419s in the medical tent have family arriving and trying to get to the 419. So I'm just walking over here to make sure we have coverage on that.
All right, you want me to bring my ST35 over there to help you out? On that side, we're on the west side of the boulevard.
Yeah, stand by. Let me walk over here and I'll update you.
Giles should be shut down to vehicle traffic at the boulevard. I don't know why the buses from Mandalay Bay got through on the street. It needs to be shut down.
That's affirmative. Where would you like us to send them?
Well, it's up to you guys now that they're all the way through the scene, but they need to come back and go with the long route away from the scene.
All right, we'll try to get them turned around here.
Control 792.
792.
With regards to where the buses should be going, let's direct them to go west on Mandalay Bay Road, south on Dean Martin Drive,
and they can take Dean Martin Drive all the way to Sunset Road and go east. That is not in our perimeter.
Copy. Rebroadcasting the buses. Bus.
170 SC, west on Mandalay Bay, south on Dean Martin to Sunset. Affirm?
Yep, that's affirmed.
Copy.
798.
Northeast vehicle 10976, running, door unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and lock it.
Copy. 7 George 11, control you on channel. I just find that's going to be your vehicle. It was unlocked. 798 is going to go ahead and lock it.
Okay, thank you.
Control 751.
751.
I have the supervisors here at RTC trying to find out where whatever HOAs need to be picked up.
Well, 792, the pickup location is going to be Mandalay Bay Road and Luxor Drive.
Thank you.
And if we can notify them just to have a seat count for each of the buses they have, that way we can organize the evac. Control C51.
Sleeper 51.
What's the event number of the person from California?
You heard a copy. Just coming about the main event. This is working on. It's 3519. 35.
Number of the person calling from California.
0433. 0433.
Copy, thank you.
Control 372.
372.
For FD, reference Route 99, Route 91 Club, whatever. Where do they want them to go?
So unit conveys where FD is needed. Reference the Route 91 Club.
Control 777.
777.
Can I get it confirmed that Monte Carlo and hotels north of are allowed to let people out of their garages to travel northbound on that back street, Dean Martin?
CP control.
Go ahead.
Just confirming the hotels north of Monte Carlo. It's okay to release those people through the garages to head out northbound D. Martin.
They can either go out Dean Martin or they can go out Koval.
Copy. 777 to copy.
That's affirmed.
563.
Control 563.
563.
Okay, apparently I have officers that are north of us telling people that they can go to Excalibur. I just got flooded with about 50, 60 people. So that needs to stop. We're at the MGM, so whoever's down across from the Monte Carlo needs to stop those people there.
Just be advised, we cannot let anybody south of Monte Carlo. The only thing that's going to be open is north of Monte Carlo. Do not send people south.
Control 777.
777.
Do you know if there are any flashbangs going off near T-Mobile on the north side of New York, New York?
There are any units or zebra units on channel with flashbang, north side, T-Mobile advice? 777 Control. We're not aware of that. And is it going to be 434s?
You guys great?
Myself and two officers heard some bangs, unconfirmed of what they actually were at this time.
Copy. Do you need more units there?
Do we still have units at New York, and Mobile, by chance?
Strike Team 9 and 376 WC2 are in New York, New York.
Copy, sir. I don't know if you want to go check out towards the northwest portion of that area, towards the park and T-Mobile Arena.
CP Strike Team 4. We're on the north side of T-Mobile. There was nothing. 425 over here. L 434 is.
And Strike Team 3, we're over there on the south side of T-Mobile Arena and the parking structure. Nothing heard over here.
Copy that.
Strike Team 44.
Strike Team 44?
Just advising we're arrived at our assignment at the Win and Encore.
CP, did you copy?
Sergeant Helt, 759.
Sergeant Hal, go ahead.
Hey, it's Pat. Can you call my cell? Your scribe has owner, Pat.
Copy.
CP Control. CP Control.
CP.
We've got a call from a citizen. She's going to get the Cosmo who has a video of the 415A if someone can make contact with her.
RT units, 765. Any RT unit.
Go for RT.
Here at Gate 3, and it's the one that's literally, it's right next door to the AMPM or the Arco gas station. We need at least 2 bodies of tape over here. It's open.
Are you looking for CT or RT?
Sergeant Rompery, 765.
CP 344.
Go ahead.
Can I get some conflicting information here? Can we confirm, are we having buses still continue to go to Mandalay Bay to evacuate the Jackson Theater, or is that done?
Strike 1, we're on it right now. Break 792 is with the audience, and we're in the process of clearing the employee area.
Control 792. I organized this effort. If we want to keep people out of the crime scene and do all this, we can bring the buses back the same exact way. But if we leave these 15 or 1,600 people in place, we are going to have some serious medical and mob problems in here.
792, copy.
CP needs to make that decision, so CP.
CP, go ahead and continue with the buses.
and have those people get them out of the area. I know there's been buses that have been going to UNLV. Get those people out of the area.
Can we further define out of the area?
Take them to the refuge area at UNLV.
Control 611.
611.
Use the west entrance to the Thomas and Mack Center. I have lots of room.
Copy. Rebroadcasting for those buses. Use the west entrance or Thomas and Mack. There's lots of room there.
Given that information, let's keep the buses coming to Mandalay Bay so we can get these 1,500 people out of here.
Three 798. Three 72798. Control 798.
798.
Just advising that media has been trying to jump on the cat buses going down to do the pickup for the Michael Jackson theater. So we've taken a few off, just advising that anybody that's on before Russell needs to get off.
Acknowledge. Yes.
Control strike one.
Strike one.
The Michael Jackson employee area is now clear, and we have about 100 employees. No injuries, nothing 425. Control 790, reference that last traffic. That is not correct. We have 1,400 people sheltered in place here.
That was
Talking about the employee area.
CC to the units with the 1,400 people. If they have been cleared, you can transport them out of the area. They can be evac.
CP 765.
CP, strike team 39. CP, strike team 39.
CC control.
Go ahead.
Strike Team 39's got traffic for you.
Go ahead.
Confirming you want us to rally at the valet of Mandalay Bay.
I'm sorry, what's your call sign?
Strike Team 39.
Staging area, Lieutenant Hank. Carson, Las Vegas Boulevard. Go for staging area.
We have strike teams asking where they're going. Can you please help?
Have the strike teams return to the staging area, and we'll deploy them from here. We don't have any instructions for any strike teams going any other place. Have them come here, and I'll deploy them from here.
Strike Team 39, copy.
The standing order is going to be all strike teams. When you're done with your mission, you return to the staging area for redeployment if necessary.
CP 765.
Who's in charge of the motors? I need the motors to go to, this is 367. I need the motors to go to Paradise. Block all westbound traffic from Paradise, Tropicana, all the way up to Sahara.